price of those switches drastically to actually get them to sell. Where do you think you'll come around at the end? Welcome to your Basic Facts episode number 46, season 2 of the series Profit or Loss. Okay, then we'll put the graphic on today because I actually broke it down. £140 is sponsoring this edition of PlayStation 5, and as you can see, it has no power. What's really interesting about this one, it says for sales of 2021 PS5 disc drive edition console, the console has no power, however, just wait on the console and never came back. Here's another interesting product. This has a fully functional disc drive. Now, it is told it's a power issue to the motherboard, so you don't need to do it for somebody being inside. Which is on eBay listing, you show the warranty sticker has been breached. So as always, I think we're going to be in and try to find the price. Let's just go ahead and let's verify that it doesn't power off. Now, we can go ahead. Fine, I think that's it. Doesn't power on until now. What? Nothing. I'm pushing the power back down here. No beep, no lights, none. Let's start tearing this down.
In the hole, and anything, all I have to do is push this up a little bit. Like that. It's okay, that's all right. You can tune it anyhow you want to get it down in the hole.
The reason I'm quite happy is just it doesn't look like you are in different places. It does look like there's some sort of discoloration around the white highlights. Another good sign here is that the sticker on the tick doesn't look like it's been taken off for something simple like maybe a power supply swap. The disk drive also still intact. We have our silver bit intake here, which is really good, but something to go further because all of these tabs are fixed. All of these are signed screws. But this person looks like they were definitely confident just by going on the screws alone.
Push it forward to get that thing back.
Okay, another trick we have any sign of wax soldering work. Let's take a taste on here. I don't know, maybe gravy. I see a kind of flux jars. Okay, ooh, do you know what? This smells. Now, before I continue anything, I'm going to try something. This has an electrical smell. What does that mean? It usually means the power supply has gone bang in my previous experience. So does this smell like power supply? I'm going to measure and see if we've got a 12 volt, because the 12 volt comes from our power supply. That's what it's expected to do, but so let's see what happens. Okay, I'm going to put this in. Am I going to get 12 volts? I don't think so. It is in the fuel gap. One, it's been ready. Yeah. Oh, I'm not. Okay, no problem. Let's check our 5 whilst I'm finished. Oh, okay, we have our 5 volt. That's really good. And I know you're thinking, what if you talking about? We're missing something. That's not good news. At least by not having a voltage rail, you'll find a problem. Does that make sense? So I'm going to take the rest of this out and see if there's any. There might be some burn marks or something on the back of this, which lead me to. Oh my!
I don't think that back out at all. It's all right in the hole. So,
well, I think we can't hold it. I knew I could smell. There is a certain smell. The burning electrical is very prominent and very easy to smell. Once you know what it is, you'll never forget. Watch some of this away. Now, this is a power supply. This is overlaid, and you'll be able to see here with this. This is clearly an attention to repair. I can see something else. So I'm going to take this right on the scope straight away and see what's going on with it, because that is so weak right now. I don't know if it's going to be able to do that. But if we're about to see this at the same time,
From time I look at it, the whole barely the lining.
I don't know why you put this rail here on top of everything. Now, first of all, we just soldered a bunch of caps here to ground here. So I think they
mechanic book is always, you never know.
They just, well, actually, wait, so they've soldered ground to the gate. It's this rail here. This is the gate of the MOSFET, I believe, which is going to have certain voltage.
You can hold here and turn.
I don't know if that bridge under there. I don't know if it's like that. Like that. I'm not going to turn. I'm not going to go. I don't think
okay, I'm going to put it in, hold here, and they can turn this. No, not that way.
It's pretty straight ground.
Let me go back in the hole.
You have to see exactly what's going on. I'm just going to try something. I don't think this is well, I don't think this is wide.
Yeah, no. But keep pressing down. Right.
I can't do that if I'm not. Pick that off first. You do? I there. You come in with a feet here. And I don't want to necessarily blast those caps away, but I'm going to put them somewhere. You see, I can take all this stuff off. But this is going so easily. Wow. I mean, look how deep this is, guys. This is so deep. This goes through board. Yeah, this is game over. And this is obviously an attempt to repair. That hasn't been mentioned, unfortunately. Yes, I could attempt to just scrape everything back, come with all my pen, my grind pen out, and scrape all of this away. And you can see we've got like 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 different layers here. And I don't know how much has been cut off to one of the rows. And then we could have a 1.5 video. It's probably unlikely. We've probably just got the 5 box in the ground, but 12 might be there at some point. And obviously something has happened to cause this to absolutely blow. I don't know if that was
Pull it and turn it on
I don't know, maybe they had a bit of a simple one where they had a short cap on the trail. I don't know what the situation is. But up here, up here, that much speed to some of these components are really, really closely. Now, now, so what I'm going to do is take a picture of this area, and unfortunately, just go straight back on eBay to see if I can get some money for it. The rest of the board is pretty spotless, but I don't necessarily want to pay with the whole pound in South England. I'd probably say that maybe get 10, 20 pounds for even if I was to fix it. I was really comfortable giving someone because of how bad this damage was. I would want someone having this in their bag. So I'll sell it in for me.
Well, if we could turn this way.
That's not how I'm looking to start today's episode. I'm going to get to it on the says that or repair, should argue the fact that they said having told his house. I'm not realising you might say something that's faulty, but even if I own it, I'm saying I have.
Could we file that there? There? So we could.
I'm not going to look to return it on this basis. They stated that they
because they're lining up, but you just have to.
They actually put their little feet on the repair. Without saying one thing on the repair. Not saying it's the game of time.
Why don't you try to file this on the
I'm hoping to get 110. I reckon that's still a loss of £40 estimated roughly. But I want to try and make a profit. Today's episode, I best hope and pray the next line is at least going to be able to claw some profit back. I say Simon,
You file the other one.
it's fine. This one, okay, I'm betting on it.
Just get, I think you better give me a hand file.
Interesting. The description,
A wrong hand file?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a nice, lovely, easy job. This is never the case. Doesn't state the quote if you've got points. Okay, so this is the most good. Ready? And there's no pitch. 3, 2, 1. Alright, well, definitely be quick to look forward.
You have an ordinary file there? A big file?
No, this is well, this is one up here, this is one down here as well. Let's plug it in. Anything. Oh, this is round. Nothing. Again, it's pretty dead. However, I've got some bad news. And the bad news is that I've got a lick down here, which means that the front panel hasn't been you're taking the whole thing out sometimes you might
That you have to be a little bigger.
There's no time to waste. Stop it under the top of yourself. Under the top of the tool. Okay, here we go. Third size. Luckily, though, you are, this is good, but I'm going to take out. Let's take out.
I want to go picture.
Why is that not coming out? Well, there's a screw here. Alright, let's give you some hope that they really don't have much experience. It's nice.
So you're going to make some tape cover this with the camera.
I hope it's increasing. Basically, so I'm going to do what I think to get back. Because the look as though they're taking this stuff off that we have. So if you further than this, and we kind of suspect yourself to lift the front here off centre. Oh, this is good. It's the back of it. I've got the card, it's loose back. The one in certain places where the long one with the long one is not clear. You can see one through to the back, you can just see the back. That's why.
Yeah, big or small.
Anything able to do with the shoe, you wouldn't quite be able to. Okay. are we going to have nasty surprises?
And if you take a smaller bill and just turn it,
Let's
you know,
find out.
go to this side, right?
Okay. Nice and easy, short capsule red, very nice. How many have a flat ice? Any on this side is ready for looking at action of the part, which is good news. Just give it a quick visualization of my little eyes to make sure that we can this in, you can see it is happening, there's no big burn mark, nothing like that. Over to the key. Let's measure the voltage then. Do that. Otherwise, we get ready for 12 volts and 1 volt, 3. Ground that.
Pull it by hand.
Amazing. Okay, I'll screen that. And now the jumpers. 3, 2, 1. Okay, no 12 volts. Doesn't matter, but nothing. We get 12 volts. Okay. One of two things. We need a short 12 volt rail or the power supply is 1 box. The power supply is 1 box. It's going to be a nice profit behind that. The snap is going to pull a profit. However, there are times when on eBay something might take out the power supply and put another one in to distracting the fact that something else is fall out. Have that happen to me, it sucks. So let's really verify this is remove the board to see if we have a short or not. I'm going to put that now because the power supply itself could be shorted. This is then causing the actual short out. So we can remove that. And then we can confirm sort of situation for the maintenance. Here we go. Move the board. The side is also looking pretty clean, which I'm happy about. So again, if I now take my multimeter and I'm going to give it a continuity.
Okay, but that comes in front of the gate.
Okay, on that on the 12 volt.
Carry it back to him, if it is fit.
Nice, okay. Sure,
Might have to go to Campbell and get one.
we don't. We do not have a absolutely.
No,
So,
we get this
the power supply. Let me change that up very quickly and then we'll come back. I can test this by simply measuring inside there. Okay, we can show it. Yeah, we need to back into DC voltage. Measure. Okay, yeah, we're going to get 0.35 volts. We should be getting 12 volts. So the power supply is good. So let me change that out. I'll be back in a second. I'm going to make it.
You have to get some light,
Just taking this out.
like, you know, you shine and fucking, you know, put them in.
Somebody's taking this off of another power supply.
And all them old light I pick up there, that work so good.
Up somehow, okay? Can you see? I could be wrong.
So good.
But what I like is a new power supply.
All them old light I pick up from,
Bin?
yeah. I could put them in all directions.
You know this power supply works?
Yeah.
Now the liquid metal situation is quite poor, however, this is just for testing purposes. I want to make sure we get all our voltages and see the dose of power on before I get happy. I'm not displaying anything right now because I know full well what can happen if I just do eBay. It's very, very possible.
When you let
On,
Yeah, just
confirm again.
yeah, just
do
to
the
with it.
So we get
Like
4,
37
we get 5,
Yeah.
3.
Okay, my God,
No.
need the strength.
What did I say, man? Oh, God, people. Honestly. Yeah, we don't get 2.3 volts, so this isn't going to turn on much. Nothing. I reckon they took the power supply out. They took the power supply out and pretended maybe it could be like simply fixed. And they just replaced the power supply and treated this like red herring, I think that's the saying, where they want to focus on the power supply being full, but actually there is something on also. Now, I know this is kind of like sucks in general. To me, I get content when it's not too bad. I'm able to do some sort of revenue. But for people who are actually trying to do this full time, I don't know if anybody tries to do this full time. Specifically on eBay, those are the people I really, really feel sorry for. Because those people that are taking the time to go, that's not nice. And that makes me upset. I'm going to try and do it anyway, because that's what I'm trying to do. Let's see if we can work out why we're not getting it. Now, it could be a collector. That's what I'm getting. I'm just going to put the multimeter into continuity mode, then this is a mode B. I'm just going to see if it's shorted. Yeah, it is. Okay, this might be relatively easy. We have a shorted 3.3 volt rail. What that means is that I can give a volt to the local hopefully find out what issue is. I mean, there is another thing I can do as well. Just check on a couple of the fuses. I'm pretty sure most of the fuses though, however, are 5 volts instead of 3.3. Then if I just go around with a bunch of different caps, just trying to remember where everything's going to go.
Right.
Oh, there we go. There we go. There's our foot. Right there. I think you have to inject voltage. I might need to now though. Go in here. Thank goodness for that. What would also be, you're going to take them apart from it, so the power supply. The biggest part of this is you're taking and you're putting in a bad one, a faulty one. Maybe that's just straight up reset, right? I don't know, maybe it's like an ethics thing, and even if I was paying for this, I'm very good, I wouldn't be able to get my money back or something, I don't know. But morally, like, why, I just don't understand why you would say, oh, by the way, I just swapped out the power supply, and that really fits the issue. So I've taken the old power supply, and there is now a faulty one in the console. Just as an FYI. People are still going to buy it and try to fix it. In my opinion, anyway, I think a couple of people, there will be somebody out there who buys it. But for the sake of you, like, trying to get that extra 10, 20 pounds, I don't know, you can't change the world. The cap has yeah, we've got 40 cap here. I wonder if there's any other things that are also possible. It just seems to be this one cap here. Exactly. But it's like around cars, there are caps around this area. So is this road shorted? This road is, however. Okay, so that moves the front of it. So I was just going to try and remove that cap to see if it fixes it. It looks like it could even be the galvanized series at the bolt here. The smart thing to do is inject voltage to nail it down to see what cap is faulty. It could be this cap, it could be the cap in the back. The other two, so 3 caps, or it could be this chip. Just for the purpose of learning what the voltage is, and we can do this, which is an inductor passing the current from here to here, or here to here, vice versa. It could be either way. That's now going to let me know if it's going to be the chip that's necessarily faulty, or whether it's going to be a cap on one of these rows. Now again, the smart
Hold this and put it back.
we need to inject voltage so you can see exactly where the short is coming from. That will make your job 10 times easier, 10 times quicker. However, for the sake of
I'll turn it.
yes, we can just have a look at it.
I'll turn it
I'm going to
towards
see if we can find our short without breaking it. We start the short here. So this side is looks shorted, which means this dial I see is okay. So if we can see the cap 1, 2, or 3 on the back, I'm going to go 3 on the back. So I'm going to turn this board over, I'm going to select this cap right here, and I'm going to try and remove it from the rail and see if that is our culprit. So let me just move it over to the left, right. Let's go there. Now let's see if our rail is still shorted, so it might be one of the other caps. Is dash down, this one. It is still shorted, okay. So what I can do now is actually put this cap back whilst I'm here. Again, this is for the sake of time. I'm at 480 degrees Celsius, and that's now set out there. Okay, turn the board around, and I'm going to go top one first, because why not? In worst case, we go with the top one. So we still have a short, which is very possible, by the way. What we're going to have to do in that case is inject voltage and see if it takes us somewhere on a little bit of wild use chase, which is definitely can be found forward. Could be Southbridge related. We still have our short. We do, okay. I'm not going to promise it, because I'm pretty sure this rail does go to Southbridge. Let's just confirm or removing our last cap. Of course, it wasn't going to be that easy, unfortunately. Well, this one. Now, come on. I also just want to make sure that that's not the same rail. And that was fine. Let's go there. We come back. Signal. Thank you. Just whilst I test it, I can clean you up in a second. Right, go on short, stay strong. Very short, stay. So all of that for nothing. All these caps actually, if I finish up in this area, let's put these caps back and we can inject voltage and see where the problem is. This is fine. All right, what I said about the smart thing with these inject voltage, this is exactly right. I've wasted time here. Luckily, I'm not really on a time basis, but for somebody who's in a repair shop, time is money. Right, sort those caps out. Lovely jubbly. 1, 2. And whilst I'm here, conduct the back microfiber between that big. Just going to check that short on the back of the sample. What points being down? If I don't inject voltage now,
Just look below and see if it for long.
measure.
I don't think she ain't it.
This is running about 500, it's meant to be 700 again, it's all very hot, so that's which is alright, let's see if we get with the thermal camera, the white still generating that heat. It's still quite hot over here in the 40s, so let's see what happens. Right, injecting this cap, 800 milliamps, 0.7. Nothing straight off the bat. See, what I'm going to do again is give myself some more freedom. Solder directly to the cap to allow me to turn all over, etc. without having issues. Well,
Yeah, you drop to the floor.
okay, fine. Even though we've got good on the south grid, there's our issues. Is it actually no way. What's happened there? No, can't be finished. It's got to be the actual stuff, right? I think I've never had it when it's going to be basically capped. A bit hard to get and see if anything swallows it up. Right there. Whoa! See that? Look. Right there. Good job. I think just go ahead.
You get the other one?
Right, watch.
No.
This little guy. This little cap. Now it still could be the south bridge, but I bet if that comes from our issue, if you want, as always, I've got a couple of dots right in the centre of the screen. Now we have the crystal here, so I need to just try and be very, very careful to heat and burn it out. Move that heat around. Okay, let's put the cap up here and just see if
I think I want it. Let me see if I have another magnet in my
There you go. So this piece, I'll cut this cap directly.
See it?
Eh? I ain't finding it. I'll get the magnet around. I might have a magnet section.
I should be gone. I should be gone. Wow, okay. So you can
You can see it?
No, sure. Obviously, this place is now
Right, jump in.
shorter than
Yes,
so now what we do is we know the metal, test the bolt rails and see if it will turn on. This would be a nice little fix. Okay, one of two. Let's plug it. I will also plug in the heating line because I'm hopeful about this. No, it's not a short fuse. So technically, you should get off like a band-aid. 3, 2, 1. Please stay on. Look back. We'll go to orange light, anything like that. Please just stay on and make it calm. White light, not yet. Not going to happen. Very slow. Blue light, show me. Very possible it's going to get and because it can be restoring console database or something along those lines. That could have wiped out all over the next device. You know what? We get one of the lock. There's lock. Show me the way. Show me the way. There it is. That is what I'm talking about. Now all that's needed is for me to put it back there.
I don't like to have bring it back.
Well, no, I'm charging it here.
I don't want to stay where I want it to.
Yeah. You don't want to be charging.
And it's acting like there's a disc in there, but there's not. And now, and then I see this. So, I'd be surprised if it takes a working device to replace it with a bad one.
Alright guys, thank you for watching. We just changing up AC compressor on a 2001 Cryler Suburban, and we get one but it's not the right one, and we're trying to make it work. So that's what's going on here. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. This is my step for the day. Busy step today.
Which would also suck this into a digital edition console. I'll have to take it apart again and change out the BIOS, etc. All because they've just taken digital. I highly doubt they've gone to the trouble of doing the original thought for that. I could be wrong to think that it's working. Let's find out. It's really light. That feels really, really light. There's no laser in here. I'm going to be dumbfounded, honestly. They've taken out the laser of the digital. There's no words about it. It just feels so light, you know? That's silly. Taking this apart for the first time. No, laser's there. Why does it feel so light? I have no idea whether this is correct. It's all aboard for this console. But what we're actually trying now is find what's working with this drive puts in this PS5. Because for whatever reason, this one isn't working. I don't seem to know the disc in here, so really that's not the case. Yeah, I'll swap out the actual drive itself and see if that resolves our issue. It's been 2 days.
Guys, don't forget to subscribe.
drive. And I've got my fresh copy. I'm going to keep this as simple as I possibly can without overthinking that process. It definitely looks like the person who
Right in the hole there, but it
this
just...
right here is the drive that came with the console and it was inside the other disc drive. This drive here has a different chassis, but this is actually a separate
Never
one.
thought this
that
would be
has
so
a
tough.
different door
You never
to this
could tell,
one inside it from another console random. Now when I went to use this door to door, which is the original game console, in another disk drive, I had the same issue. It just it wasn't really accepting the disc. It was like this clicking noise, just like a one click and it wouldn't take the disc. So I thought, okay,
Can we change the PC?
Disk drive, that can't be
Can
an
we
issue.
change this PC?
Maybe it's something
This is-
software related. So I reset the console entirely and I put this one back
Okay, put the
into
PC,
the new disk drive.
take out the 4-bolt
I
thing.
wonder if that...
Watch.
That,
Can we take out the 4-bolt thing and put the PC on the other one?
but that is what, just... What that green piece.
That just to keep stop it up. But if it is, but can we take out this here, put it in the other one, and they go fit?
Oh,
Like this piece.
yeah, but I think you're gonna fix that.
Might fit. We just take out this piece here,
Yeah.
put it on the one and then now we have to take out the pump again. It's direct.
But watch out, this is... It fit on this is different. Look and see. You know, there are about 4 bolts on top. It doesn't work.
Mechanically, no problem at all. But you can see on the screen, you've got a spinning disc icon. Now, I know this disc works fine. It's got no scratch block. It does play enough console.
Yeah, yeah,
As well as the
yeah. But the 4 2 up top and 2 underneath. Get out there.
Why is that so? Well, that's because it's a different.
I think it will do.
The original disc.
I think it will. Once we get that, I know.
I also think the subject of useful dreams that by having the BIOS as it is in this condition, any future updates may break the device and might not be able to update. So I actually reckon the original disk drive would work absolutely fine. I just think perhaps we have an issue with the door-to-door itself. Could I go ahead and try and transfer this chip over to the other door? I could, but there's a very high chance that the error could be with this chip. Or in fact, that this board just isn't the board for this console, which is where my mind probably goes, considering the fact that this drive looks open and this person previously swapped over house. What does that mean? I'm going to have to switch the BIOS to the digital version BIOS, and anything I've done so far with setting it up and testing this drive, it's pretty much a waste of time. That's my opinion. All that stuff. I'm going to do that and I'll confirm with you once I've done the BIOS and the reset the console. Hopefully we don't get any further errors. Wish me luck. Right, I've finished setting everything up. I even played a little bit of Fortnite and it runs very, very smoothly. It doesn't come out overheat or anything like that, which I'm happy about. So the BIOS version that I installed on this console, the digital one, is all good. It makes me happy. I don't want to put the original disk drive happy just in case and stay with one of these things when I don't show it. The disk drive is probably faulty enough. I'll have to put it into the digital state. And if the door doesn't belong to this console, it's like literally something.
Like I don't take out a little bit in the bell.
First basic, right? I have no idea what actually goes.
Yeah.
But I can work out.
Because,
let's head on over to Sunny's
I'm right here now.
Okay, so you paid 14588 PS5, and now it's going to be a digital technically that I sell. I don't expect that I'll get anything more than 210 for it. Now the question is after they've used everything, does that give us an estimated profit overall? It's still really negative. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Lord of love. Oh, I have to put it over. I need to post it on the other one. Well, technically, posted this covered by eBay, but they had it on as like the whole price and then the last percentage. So I'm not going to find out if I know exactly what I sell for. But supposedly, the estimate is we've actually lost £35.42 today. And I'll put it
See that?
which is going to mean as well that I'm waiting on 5 items to sell before we get a representation of how this looks. While it's done here, I might as well show you these graphs. Let me turn my camera off. If you're there like me, you'll like to look at stuff like this. This first one says the number of features devices you've worked on. So you've got 50 PS5 working on 21. This doesn't include the
Yeah, let's take a little bit out in the bell.
Series F1, PS4, 1X. This graph is using the next profit per item. So in this PS5 is where we make most money. And the PS5 is the same as where we've got
Just
money.
right in the bottom.
And surprisingly, you can listen to, by the way, the fifth. You can listen to down here, you get a minus profit. And I think everything get hard when you run it through exit will be good. I don't know what a real good deal is out of my mind. But again, the PS5 is we've got average 70 profit item, and that, for example, the exit
So much I started on you want to make another pump in, but
the second place PS4 which like so the amount of profit you make with non-profit is 56% for and considering that our actual profit is 1,240, that's a small percentage on the profit. So I think it's a huge thing. I'm recording this and I'm going to go live, so I'm going to go. I'll start seeing you next one. Goodbye.
Second-hand move faster. Magically easy. Sit back and watch your beloved items sell themselves. All you need to do is just open the app. Great choice. Don't worry, we'll handle the rest too.
But he has gone online to look for some additional help. However, his friend on the other hand so we have a lucky job here. What how to save data that's not being able to trick and
Jackson coming tomorrow.
so touch wood. Keep a nice trust. What I love
And yeah, we leave it until the thing, man. We come to on Monday or something. It's like 9 weekend.
I would say it's fantastic. It's really a little bit. I think
It's a big function on weekends. Why you don't come and see what I'm doing here? Am I not different? Okay, so now I'll show you. I'll push it in. Yeah. And you see it's right there, so you have to just push it up.
PCBs at a low cost with fast delivery. New customers will also get a $5 welcome bonus. So we customize your PCB with including the thickness of the board and the color of the solder mask. PCBWay also offers services in CNC machining, 3D printing, sheet metal fabrication, and also injection molding. Head over to the gift store and grab yourself a multimeter or a soldering iron. PCBWay has a thank you to PCBWay for sponsoring today's video. Now back to the hand. Check
Can you see the thing again? We'll try it back and go on how much to go down before you get the chair.
So I'm happy to use my family to do it. What
I think it's nothing wrong with setup, man. That's what we have got problem.
It's going to show you the code on this Nintendo Switch. It should give you a very good idea as to what control it, not always. But let's go ahead and this is the game. Turn on fire. I think the wire is actually the right way back. It's zero, which is strange. It's actually using something like a Polish. Now I can start taking this screw down here, it's quite ready. Strict on what the camera is for out and want it.
Right.
Okay, that is just
Right in the catch.
doesn't look like it's
So
actually-
you have a just
yeah,
thread right to the top.
It's like a Gareth Gates hairstyle, the electric valve and that is about to get
Oh, the Lord.
to be taken apart.
We invented that. But I'll probably take out a piece and change the top piece of the box.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't look like you have 4 bolts just like that
I'm
one.
super happy. One, because the little sticker here is not fully tin. This is a little Hobart sticker, so you see how we've got white ink on it. When this goes fully pink, that means
Yeah, I want it built in.
damage.
Yeah.
I want the whole frame built in.
Yeah, that's what I said. There's not that.
This is absolutely spot on. Only other thing I think could potentially.
But you had the receipt for this one?
It might just be
You can carry out the pump in. You had the receipt for this? You receipt, the mark on it.
Oh, yeah, but mine was gone. Maybe the same thing. Yeah. I have about 4 fucking pump at home. I go to the spring too much then.
So you're going to go get a better one tomorrow. What time now?
Yeah.
$10,000 by credit.
Why is it not just seeing the whole, see everything? Okay, could you hold this like that? Like how my hand is to turn. Look how I have my hand like this, and then you turn.
We're needing so you can get a new TV. It's the next one. Had that thing forever.
But you
Isn't
have
that
to
like,
get up.
yeah. Won't be able to
You pushing it down. Pull it back. Yeah.
Remedy helps you be there.
Let me see what they want. How much I have to do. Let's have to do it.
Let me measure and see if for any reason that picture is not using any decent So, my analysis here is that that battery is good enough for this device to at least turn on. So this battery is made of I wonder, is our fuse alive? I think maybe our fuse might have gone bad. And this is not unusual. As the
Wait, give me a thing. I don't know what I read. You know that
not charged from
the flexible joint?
when I put probes on each side of this fuse, I meant to go like this, because there is supposed to be a continuous path to allow the current that comes in from the voltage to here, and then to here on this part.
Why don't you use this?
Like, that fuse is on. It looks like there might be some sort of tiny crack in there, I think. Yeah, wow. Okay, that fuse is gone. Indestructible fuse is not so indestructible anymore. I can't believe it. Now, there's a couple of things to think about. What we think is the most important question is why is the fuse actually low? So I'm going to check around the board for the shorts that might have happened. When you return to the original background of the device, one day we began playing with the game on the PS5 and we used their power socket.
You never know what to fucking get you.
How X amount of time went through your charge. I think something's tripped to the electrical property and set.
This is telling me I could get it. I would love. Okay. Could you come from here? This side. And push it in the hole and then put it on this one. See, it's right there. I have to keep it up. No, I can see it. See?
I didn't include the other components that we like. Because it was the switch loop of the current coming in the device.
But you have to hold it both to it straight.
If you want to have the whole thing this way, you don't have to walk around the wrong thing at everything. Like nearly half an hour. That also hard to catch. You don't do 45 minutes already, I do half an hour. That'll be hard. You put that in last time, less than 20 minutes, 5 minutes.
What do you want to do? Pull the pump?
No, you'll put it up by that tomorrow, but you want to do it because you can't get catch.
Okay. You want to do it tomorrow? Then?
Because you're going to tell us already with that.
Well, you have to give me a ride home.
No, you could drive with it still. Everything there.
What?
You could drive it home still, everything there.
Oh,
Everything will be not the part this way.
okay.
The part this.
Yes. So I have to drive it home, yeah. So, was this just a protective thing or that's part of it?
That's the only kind of logic that I have. This is where I would assume that nothing else after is dark for all the slow to react. The current comes over and runs through other things.
Yeah.
I guess that would be
Yeah, maybe that's what give you clearance and so on. Right? Never see
I
that.
decided to just check the phone. Because what we could have done in that scenario
Always hear about what you do and everything.
always very good. In these situations, checking your bigger components as well. Kind of the mentality of, I think everything's going to be okay. This story, I'm pretty sure that the left side of this capacitor is not meant to be on. The right side is left side is.
But just see these quick China.
See, but then it gets hot. You feel that it is happening with something else on the board. That's going to check. I'm pretty sure that's happening. You see, it's very hard to get. This area is absolutely I'm going to say, you know, it's even when you've been through this happening, I feel like it's going to be one of those things. Let's see what's going on. Right, you've already quite yeah, great to go.
It's somewhere down. I thought it was down below there, but I'll have to get the light and see where it falls.
The whole ending up around try half of the
See what happens on the other side.
that two thing on it for the
The actual wire itself. Basically, the wire unit. As long as it's up 0.7, you see anything like that.
Come on,
when they gonna tell her do everything. When they gonna do everything, when already I try to catch the line, I can't catch the line. I give up half an hour trying to catch the line.
Sometimes I get it the last 2 days. And then
Will you? Will you?
I say sometimes I get it 2 years ago. The last 2 days. Can't get it.
Check out the last sync pad to see if we have sure. Then I'll also be still in continue to make was that cat? Are you joking? Oh my gosh, it was that cat. There's no other shorts going on. I'm surprised because the double can didn't line up like a Christmas tree. Usually what happens is they have a short special cat. And I didn't like that bad, because what was, it didn't light up. But maybe I just wasn't projecting enough. It's very possible it was like maybe a 5 watt rail or something. But he's now, I think, replacing this cat. I think that before. So, a lot of level there.
Well, guys, we're back to explore now. We're gonna check in tonight. We're gonna scan that and see.
Look at this, smelling good. With that being said, I'll find the checks. Once you know the that's good. And make sure on this cap just absolutely. So make sure none of the other caps are okay, let's bring our threaded cap back. Let's see if we can get that. Ideally what I'm looking for is 15 volts with an initial draw of 60 to 70 milliamps and then press it down to 0. That's what I'm looking for. 3, 2, 1. Okay, yeah, that's good. Got down. That's 0. There it is. Okay. Took a little bit longer than usual, but I haven't figured this bit working stuff out. 70 to 100. Got down to 0. There it is. And we get 15 volts. So that 15 volts is to stabilize at 60 milliseconds. Exactly what we want. It's also good because it means the port is okay, charging goes right. Let's put it back in the chassis and see if it works. Look for giving it some fresh. But way too carried away and just started trying to put stuff together and kind of forgot. I have to test the screen to make sure it's okay. Let's see what we get. Yeah, we're not looking at the which I think it should be, by the way, because the amount of battery voltage that we had initially. 3, 2, 1. Healthy charge. Battery symbol. Good. Half. It should turn off. It should turn off. And they should go up to about 600, 700 milliamps, 800, 900. Lovely. We like that as well. Nintendo Switch. Yes. Go up. Touch. All good. And there we have a lot of data. Pokemon Shining Pearl. We've got Pokemon Unite. Unicorn Overlord. Sword Art Online. Fatal Bullet. Nice. Pokemon Home. Yeah, plenty of stuff here. Wow. He's also clocked out all of the system memory almost. Man, if I had an SD card available, I'd send him one. But I don't have one. Sorry, a micro SD card. The only one I've got is one I used for testing, so I can't really send that to him. I just wanted to make sure that the Joy-Cons were okay as well, and they're both absolutely fine. And they are charging, despite both being out of battery completely. In my game, we can see that works as well. Cool. I guess a big thing here is actually docking station. I want to make sure that it displays, because if this docking station did blow something, let's double check. I'm worried about P13 USB actually just being a bit faulty, but because he said about it being the docking station. There we go. P13's fine. All right, and all the filters seem to be fine as well. Cool. I've also checked Wi-Fi. That's all good. Lovely, jubbly. Another free repair complete. Obviously, a humongous shout out to Liam for reaching out in the first place. Man, I'll tell you what, this Nintendo Switch is looking nice and clean as well. 30-second scrub from IPA. I'll tell you what, it's really nice. I'm excited to get this back to Liam. Hey, Liam, I have some great news. Your data has been retrieved, and the cause was a silly faulty tab next to the charge bus. I can confirm everything is now working, including display on a docking station. I'd actually advise to not take a risk and swap out your old docking station for a new one, because that could have caused the fault in the first place. Happy gaming.
Purchase thousands of items at your fingertips and shop locally from neighbors in your area. Trusted by more than 32 million neighbors around the world, Carrot is making secondhand safer and simpler with real reviews, real ratings, and real sellers. Everyone is location verified, so you know you're chatting your trust with local. Listen under 30 seconds and it's selling your pre-loved items a breeze. Plus, it's 100% free. Join your neighborhood marketplace today.
You've never met an EV like this.
I buy faulty electronic items from eBay, attempt to fix them, and sell them on for a profit. This is a spreadsheet I use to tally my losses or wins, and last episode we had minus £19.30, which isn't the worst of things. Our total profit at the moment is £788. The goal is to get to £1,000 total profit. Welcome your faces back to episode number 102 of the series Profit or Loss. Let's see what we've got today. This is option 1, which subsequently is a Nintendo Switch. Firstly, I paid £40 for this Switch console. Secondly, it states, says to turn on, but has an extremely dim screen, so unable to test further. Now, I've been caught out with one of these before, and believe it or not, one of the most simple things I forgot to check was the brightness of the screen. I thought there was issues with the backlight. Imagine if that is the case with this console. I mean, it turns on. That is a very bright Nintendo sign. Okay, that Nintendo logo, this Nintendo Switch is very dim. However, I can't believe this is going to be the fix if it is. Have I just earned myself the easiest fix in Switch history? So it's very dim. You can just about see. If I go to settings, screen brightness. I do not believe it. Would you look at that? The screen brightness was literally all the way down. It charges absolutely fine. It's on 820 milliamps. Automatic brightness is now on, so that's not going to happen again. The cost for this is taking time to actually buy the console and unpackage it. 20 seconds or so. We just condition of this is pretty good condition. I can't believe it. I don't think it's been opened before, judging by the screws. You have the kickstands intact. It doesn't have a game, unfortunately. That would be way too good to be true. But the sides don't even look that worn at all. And the condition, yeah, even on the screen itself, is pretty much immaculate. I need to go through full testing of this, but buying this for £40 and selling it for, however much it's going to be, maybe £90 or so, is a ridiculous profit for me just opening that. You win some, you lose some. Imagine now if I was like, thank you very much for watching the episode. Obviously, I'm not going to do that, and we'll move on to item number 2. But before we do that, a quick word from our sponsor for today's video. PCBWay. PCBWay is the home of DIY. They're launching their 7th project design contest, which you can take part in from now right up until the 19th of January 2025. Results of the contest will be announced on the 10th of March 2025, and you can win up to $1,500 in cash plus a $200 coupon. As well as that, a bunch of runner-up prizes. Simply go to PCBWay.com, choose to enter the competition, enter the title of your project, followed by the category, and finally, pitch your idea. You can also head over to the website and check out the submissions to see exactly what it is that you're up against. What are you waiting for? Go to PCBWay.com to get started. Just to quickly add as well, this does work. Everything with this Switch works. The game card reader, obviously a docking station, etc. And it's time that we took that little, should I say, big risk again, because I love trying to repair these. It also came with the world's largest supply of bubble wrap. I paid a total of £170 for this faulty PS5, and it's a disc edition version. I can hear you screaming, Joe, what is the fault? Well, my friends, the console powers on for 1 to 2 seconds before powering itself off. Very good condition, which, do you know what? I can attest to. The console itself is in very good condition. The plates are very clean. So I'm really hoping I can get this up and running for some profit. Meaning overall today, the video will be very profitable. Let's see if this thing's open, because it doesn't state anything like that on the listing. This should increase our chance of fixing by tenfold. But I'm not going to get my hopes up and go. Yes! We took the risk, and it paid off. This is the warranty seal, sticker, whatever you want to call it, sticker of life, and it is all intact, which we love to see. Okay, so we've got beep on, beep off, the ring or blue light, 1 second, and then nothing. So let's test that. Plugging it in, it is actually really, really clean. 3, 2, 1. Oh, blue light, off. Okay, good. Fan spins. I'm not too keen on the fact that the fan spins. And the reason being, I had one like that was a bad APU. So I really hope that's not the case with this one. But it does look like the PlayStation 5 initiates and then turns. Let's get this taken apart. This is what the inside of a PlayStation 5 actually looks like, and from what I can tell, it doesn't look like we have any big bangs or big explosions. What's going to be the simplest way to diagnose this board? For me personally, I'll show you. Quick caveat, everybody's different. Depending on what tech you watch, they'll use a different method to diagnose a board. It just goes based on their experience and how they've tweaked what they've learned, which is exactly what you will do potentially if you're watching this video. Everybody's technique is different. Up here, I have my multimeter in DC voltage mode, and I'm going to plug the power in, and we're going to read the voltages on standby. So 12 volts we're going to have because the console attempts to power on, but let us just confirm. 12 Vs. So do we have 5 Vs? We got 5Bs. Do we have 3.3Bs? We have 3.3Bs. Do we have Uno 0.8 when I go to power the device on? Here we go. Oh, sorry, 2.5. Yeah, we do have 2.5. Okay, cool. And what do we get on the RAM when we go to give this power? 0.6, I got a flash there. 0.7, I think. 0.5. Okay, I'm now going to use UART to diagnose this and see if it tells me exactly what the issue is via an error code. So this is the error code I get, 850,000. It says APU VRM 2 phases power fail. Check the Infineon XDPE chip as well as the MOSFETs on the APU side for shorts. The cap's usually short. Single beam, 1 second blue light, 8.6 milliamp power on. I had this recently and I wasn't able to fix it, but that one had been previously looked at by another tech. So this is a fresh start. I don't have any excuses this time. I am the first person to go inside this console, so I can't blame anyone else. Let's try and get this one fixed. This here is the Infineon chip that I had an issue with last time. I didn't change out the light. You can't see any shorts around the area. We've got a few caps. A lot of the comments was, yeah, you can change it out regardless. And unfortunately, I didn't do that because shorts don't always show themselves. So I'm just going to quickly see if I have any shorts around here. Doesn't seem it. Get the side. But yeah, much here. The area that I think is faded here, and then it's split from the rest of those 12s. Just to see if I find that's we can see on these phases. Well, I mean that's 2.6. So that's quite resistance. 2 phase, which again is here. Again 6.8. Poking around the board, see if I can 2 phase on the inside of the board is here. Again, it is 6 ohms around this side, left from that side, around this side. So that's absolutely fine. We have our viscous paste, lovely viscous paste that we absolutely love. Not much of it. I'll stand on this one. I need to see some scrape off. I'm very cautious because there is little caps and bits hidden. What's going on here? That component's missing here. So okay, component missing from me poking around, something like this one here. It's more actually there. I actually find liquid a lot easier to get from this stuff, you know. Not only do you have to be cautious when you're working in there, the components like these caps, but you have these caps here. You apply these, you have at least an area to work with the PS5 for sure. This console, but try not to be so downhearted and pessimistic, you know. I'm just going to check on a few caps that I can now see. It's fine. It's all good. Whoa. Yeah, I'm sure to... Yes, and this side is found. Yes, I'm so relieved I've been able to find that. It was looking really hopeless, but we have found sure. Is it one of these caps? There's 3 in this little area here. Many of them look visually bad. So we got this little one, and this one. I'm hoping it's one of these caps. Let me just verify that's 100% where our short is. So again, definitely ground. If I move up, what are we meant to get? Oh wait. This isn't short anymore? No, it is. Okay, so that's shorted. Wait, I'm getting this wrong. No! I got my hopes up. It's on a separate path. I thought this cap was on the same path as these. So again, measure in here. Oh, it's broken off. No. Prodding it and pushing it. Yeah, I definitely haven't found a shot. It's because it was resting against it. And now I also need to put this little cap back. It's going from worse to worse, hey? Let me put this on my pad so I don't lose it. I can't find any shorts on that side of the board, unfortunately, and I think it's measured around here, right? And there doesn't seem to be any discoloration or anything like that that would indicate a faulty component, you know? I don't know if that's meant to be any different. I'm kind of caught up on this, see where it says 6.7 ohms, and all of the other phases are 2 ohms. 2 ohms. 2 ohms. Let me grab a donor board real quick. We like that donor board that we have here. Is it 2? No, that's 9.8. You want these ones? Okay, this is 2. So these ones do differ, but that's 9.7, 9.8, and so is that one. So that's slightly higher than the 6 ohms we've been shown. We get 8 ohms here, 1.5 here on this coil. Okay, that was the donor board. Back over to this one and just check what we have on the actual coil itself. 5.8, and these ones, are they a lot lower? They are, yeah. I've just checked the little resistors as well, and they seem to be a-okay. But it still could be just any component here. I wish I was smarter. What's weird is that I do have a fuse here, which after just poking around the minus? Strange. Definitely different. Let me remove this fuse. The thing I need to be careful of here is that something has caused. Let me remove this fuse. The thing I need to be careful of here is that something has caused this fuse to go. Take it off. Got a nice bit of leaded. Let's read now out of interest and see what we get. So let's see if it's going to change. I don't think 0.7, so let's drop from change. I don't think 0.7, so let's drop from 0.9 to 0.7. This side. Bit clean, some IPA. Let's make sure we've done a good enough job here. It's a little bit lopsided, hey? This side is fine. Also, just needs to be screwed over a little bit. Just turn the board around to make it a little bit more comfortable for me to push. There we go. Yeah, that's literally all it needed. In line now, that's for sure. And it all looks solid. I'll replace the fuse. You don't need to see that. And then we'll give this a test. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. No, exactly the same, unfortunate. I still get the exact same UR error code as well. I don't know what to do with this one. I don't want to sit for a live stream so we can develop our skills, which probably makes more sense, or just be done with it, sell it, and hopefully get near enough what I actually paid for it because of the model version that it is. Somebody will undoubtedly pick this up for parts. I personally don't need the parts, and I'm trying to make as much money as I can and try and close out season 1. Basically, with this one, I really suck, and my knowledge is nowhere near the level that it needs to be at to be able to fix this. I feel like a basic understanding of components would help me out here. I'll take it to a live stream. I'll do that at least and see if anybody else can help me identify exactly what's going on. That's probably the next clip you're going to see. Wish me luck. Usually I'd use a shield, but that's it. I don't want to use a soldering iron on it because I know how careful you have to be. Yeah, looks fine. I agree. I've just withered it with the tweezers as well, and it seems to be okay. I'm okay with that. I'm going to just go around the infinity chip as well. What is it, blue goo? It's called viscous paste. Yeah, hot. I'm just heating up the board, so it makes my life easier to solder. There you go. Thank you for 100 bits. Viscous paste. Flux. Really a generous amount, only because again, I'm going around the IC here. Okay.
Hey.
Just wanted to make sure that I've soldered it around. I don't usually do that on chip, but again, I just want to make sure that this is soldered. That's 100% soldered. I think it was soldered before, but here's what it is. You can never be too cautious. Okay, but you see that they're all soldered. When it goes up the side, it's just a benefit. It's just a benefit of visual releasing. It's the term I'm going to use. So let's get it back in the chassis. Because you know what? I'm going to apply it from that way, and I'm going to make sure that it's put on correctly, etc. One thing I should probably mention actually, which I haven't, PLD. You might be able to help with this one as well. This might give you a better idea as to what's going on. Sorry guys, this fuse is short. It's blowing every time I get the power on, and every time I replace it. Yeah, I probably should have mentioned that. Sorry, I forgot. I completely forgot. So if we go to continuity mode and we're going to measure this fuse. So I've tried to turn it on right, so it should be blown right now. Yeah, it's an open live fuse. I don't think it's on the same rail as that fuse. So this fuse, right, I'm just going to explain. This fuse goes to this chip here. This chip is a Z342BER triangle chip. I've measured in diode mode on this chip on both sides, and it seems to be okay. Yeah, this chip is absolutely fine. Check continuity between the sides of that Z42 and see if it's isolated to the right. Let's see what you're saying. PLD, sorry. Check continuity between the Z342, Z342. This is Z342. Left to right, so what's the continuity? Negative to positive. The MOSFET, the left and right sides shouldn't show continuity. Okay, so between here and here. Is that quite low resistance? It is climbing. It's at 1,000 ohms now. Let's measure the one on this board. This is a donor, okay? This is a donor board. I mean, that's 26, 25k, 24k. But it's going lower. So I mean, this isn't the true reading in my opinion. That's mega ohms. Oh wow. Yeah. I thought it was a K on my OBS, so I'm looking at OBS. It's quite far away, but yeah, sorry. Look at the actual meter. It's mega ohms. How do I actually measure the values of this MOSFET properly? Do I have to take it off the board, or can I measure it on the board? Can you hear again? See, now we're coming up with 4.7k. I think it looks like it's becoming a bit steadier now. No, I don't know, it's still climbing though. Okay, let me get a month donor, because I have another one of the 023s. I mean, that's mega ohms as well, right? 2.6 mega ohms. I know it's not as high as what the other one was. Short things 1 and 8. Momentarily short the left and right sides. How would I do that? For what would they, are you saying just do it with a pair of tweezers? Tweezers? Now in resistance mode, 2.4, and climbing. This is climbing now. Let me short the other one. Let me short the original one he was working on. 4K, which is lower resistance, which means that more voltage goes through it than it shouldn't. If I put it on, after I change it, should I measure it again full to see what the difference is now? Okay. You guys want me to test anything now whilst it's off? Hopefully no hazard smoke. We don't want that. This is the MOSFET that I'm going to put on. Okay? Thank you for the help. Resistance as we did before. Resistance as we did before. 1.2 megaohms. 1.6. Flowers, thank you very much for the prize 6 months in a row. Thank you. Wow, saying that. This is good. That's too much, alright? You got I'll try not to get as much on that. Now, that's good. You can be very satisfied. Don't have it in your head. See how much profit we made in today's video. So the PS5 was 170, the Nintendo Switch was 40, so that gives us a total cost of 210. Sale price, I'm going to say 90 for the Nintendo Switch and 240 for the PS5. That gives us a sale price of £330, meaning our total gross profit in episode number 102 of Profit or Loss is £90 and 30 pence. 90, 30. Our total profit is £879 and 8 pence. We are certainly getting there. It's closing in once again. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. If you're new around here, I'll leave episode 1 of this series in the playlist just up here. Have a great rest of your week, weekend, whatever it is for you. And I will see you as always in the next one. Peace.
Hey sis, before you spend the money with me, can you get the cash pick up this time?
Yeah. Let me know y'all okay excuse for that. It's not true. Ha! Me again.
Alright, guys. Catch you on the next one. I'm out.